Imagine you're walking through the desert. It's 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Suddenly, something the size of your thumb flies past your ear. It buzzes so loudly it vibrates the air. You turn around, and there it is, a hawk wasp, the largest stinging insect in North America. A creature whose sting scientists have officially described as blinding, electric, unbearable pain. And that's not the worst part. Today, we'll be taking a deep dive into the life of the hawk wasp, Pepsis grossa. We won't just tell you the facts, we'll be honestly answering the question, what's it like to be one? Is it awesome, or is it crap? I have 5 reasons why being a hawk wasp is absolutely awesome, and 5 reasons why it's pure hell, and you decide for yourself. Let's go. First, a little context. The hawk wasp isn't just a big wasp, it's an animal that evolution has engineered specifically for one purpose: hunting tarantulas. Not killing them, no, that would be too easy. It paralyzes them. And that's where the list of reasons why its life is both a masterpiece and a nightmare begins. +1. You're at the top of the insect food chain. The hawk wasp reaches 5 centimeters in length. It's not an insect, it's a flying fist. Its sting is one of the longest of any wasp in the world, almost 7 millimeters. For comparison, a common wasp stings you with something half that size. When a hawk wasp appears in a clearing, other insects scatter. Birds avoid it. Lizards give it a wide berth. It's nature's living red card. The warning coloration, bright orange wings on a black body, tells everyone, don't touch, and everyone obeys. +2. Immunity to danger. Do you know the Schmidt Pain Scale? It's a real scientific instrument. Entomologist Justin Schmidt personally allowed himself to be stung by hundreds of insects and described the sensations. The hawk wasp received the highest rating, 4 out of 4. But here's the irony. A hawk wasp's sting is deadly only for allergy sufferers. For everyone else, it's an unbearable 3 minutes. And that's it. No long-term harm. In other words, this wasp carries a nuclear weapon that sounds scarier than it actually works. It can attack and get away with it. Almost no one dares to try for revenge. +3. Master hunter. Now to its main talent. The hawk wasp hunts tarantulas, spiders 8 to 10 times heavier than itself. How does it do it? It doesn't attack by surprise. It finds a tarantula's burrow, provokes it to emerge, engages in combat, and finds the spot. One precise spot on the spider's body where it must sting to cause complete, temporary paralysis of the nervous system. This isn't instinct, it's neurosurgery, a precision a surgeon would envy. The spider remains alive, but motionless, the perfect living preserve.
And now, a surprise. An adult hawk wasp feeds on nectar and fruit. This entire death machine flutters from flower to flower in its daily life like a common bee. It is an important pollinator for many desert plants, especially for plants of the spurge family in the Sonoran Desert. This creature is simultaneously the tarantula's greatest terror and the ecosystem's kindly gardener. The contrast is so extreme that it's almost hard to believe. Complete solitude as freedom. The hawk wasp is a solitary creature. No colonies, no queens, no hierarchy. No one commands, no one watches. Each individual decides for itself where to hunt, where to fly, how to live. In the insect world, where most species live in a rigid caste system, the hawk wasp is an anarchist and a freelancer. This is perhaps the most free lifestyle among stinging insects on the planet. Your life is a living nightmare for others. Remember that paralyzed tarantula? The female hawk wasp drags it into her burrow alive and lays a single egg on its body. The hatching larva will eat the spider from the inside, slowly, for weeks. The spider, meanwhile, remains alive as long as possible to prevent the food from spoiling. From a wasp's perspective, it's simply fulfilling its maternal duty. From a biologist's perspective, it's one of the most sophisticated examples of parasitoid behavior in nature, beautiful and terrifying at the same time. One attempt per lifetime. A female hawk wasp can build very few burrows in her entire life, sometimes just one or two. Every hunt for a tarantula is a huge risk. The spider can injure her, it can kill her. A wasp's life is short, a few months, and the entire purpose of this life comes down to finding the spider, defeating it, building a burrow, and laying an egg. One failure, and the evolutionary mission is ruined. No second chances, no reserves. Heat, thirst, desert. The hawk wasp's habitat is arid regions, the deserts of North America, South America, Africa, and South India. These are places where summer temperatures exceed 45–50 degrees Celsius, where water is almost non-existent, where every day is a struggle to cope with overheating. Most insects hide in such heat. The hawk wasp hunts. It is active precisely when all other living things seek shade. It is strength, but also a price its body pays every day. Males live in vain. Male hawk wasps have no stinger, none at all. That legendary pain is the privilege of only females. Males don't hunt, build burrows, or defend territory. Their only biological function is to find a female and mate. After that, that's it. The life of a male hawk wasp from an evolutionary perspective is one long first and last date. No hunting, no sting, no meaning except for that one moment. You're alone, always. We've already said that solitude is freedom, but there's a flip side to that. When a hawk wasp is wounded, there's no one to help her. When she can't find a tarantula, there's no swarming party to share the spoils. There's no colony to protect the burrow. There's no one. Complete autonomy is both a superpower and a complete vulnerability. In a world where survival depends on a single creature, any mistake is fatal.
So, the hawk wasp, a creature that stings with a level 4 pain. It hunts spiders the size of a child's fist. It pollinates flowers between neurosurgeries. It lives alone, dies alone, and leaves behind a single egg on the body of a living spider. Is this cool or is it crap? Honestly, it's both. Nature rarely chooses one of the two. More often than not, it chooses maximum intensity. Let me know in the comments, would you rather be a hawk wasp? Or would it be better to remain human, just watching it through a screen? Like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want more of these analyses. See you there.